Hi, y'all. I hope you're doing well. I miss seeing you in class, but I look forward to seeing you on Monday. So, on Monday, we're going to be talking about application and synthesized application. And right now, you have an exercise where all you've got to do is just label the synthesized application in an example Create. So you're only doing exercise 1. I repeat, save yourself the trouble and do only exercise 1 because that's the one we'll be going over. You're going to do that exercise. You're going to post the results on the discussion board. And all important, remember to record your time because that comes out of your minutes. And I know you guys are overloaded as it is. You know, in addition to all of the class stuff, there's all of the washing of packages that are delivered that we do these days. Okay, so here we have an example of the application portion of the CREAC. You can see here that I've noted that there's going to be a conclusion, a rule, and an explanation that comes before that. And here we have your application. This application is synthesized. What that means is that it's divided into topics. What makes it synthesized? Well, first, we have, this is their overall element that they were researching, which was, let's see, I'm going to make that font. What's a nice little pretty shade of font? There we go. We're going to make it blue. Nice pretty shade of blue, like the blue sky and the pretty little trees. Sorry, bad joke. All right, so this is their actual legal element. And then here are their different topics that they're categorizing their application into or synthesizing their application into. So they're sorting their comparisons and distinctions into these categories. They have subtopics regarding this element. So their first subtopic is here. Well, actually, excuse me. I'm already wrong. It's here that they're advising employees of a secret's existence. Advising employees of a secret's existence. And then they have another subtopic here, which is limiting employee and third-party access to a secret. There is yet another one here, which is guarding information to ensure secrecy. That's guarding information to ensure secrecy. I'm running out of good highlighting colors. And then finally, restricting disclosures via agreements. Restricting disclosures via agreements. I think we will just change the font color on that one since we don't have, let's make that a nice bright red, bold red. Okay, so we've got our overall element that they're creating here. This is the application for that element. And then their application is divided into these 4 subtopics. Well, how do we see those subtopics reflected in the application? Well, look at the topic sentence. So here we have the first sentence of the paragraph of this application, that Mahindra explained to employees that the PSF was a trade secret. That is actually that first subtopic on the list, that she explained to the employees that the PSF was a trade secret. And we see more about that here, that the employee handbook said that it was proprietary and confidential, that they deemed that it was proprietary and confidential, that the manual labeled itself as proprietary and confidential, and all the whole way through you can see that there are comparisons made to Boeing. It's kind of nice if there's comparisons to more than one case in these. It just so happened that in this one, there was only one case on that topic, and so the writer only used one case. All right, so then we look at the second paragraph, and let's see, Mahindra restricted employee and public access to the PSF. Well, again, this seems to be our second topic, limiting employee and third-party access. And then here it talks about how only this one person had it, and he was supervised, and he only got to see it twice, and that this other company actually let people see it a whole lot more, and even in that case, they found that Boeing had maintained reasonable efforts to maintain secrecy. Hopefully that will be one of many things that protects the airline industry in the crash that is to come, given all the travel restrictions. This happened a long time ago, though. All right, so then we look at the next topic sentence. And again, it dovetails, like here we have guarding the information to ensure secrecy. She protected. Probably it would have been, I think it would be nicer. Let's use the same language so that the reader can more easily see the parallel. Protecting information to ensure secrecy. And then here she protected it when she was not working on modifications. So she protected it. So it goes on to elaborate regarding how she hid it in a drawer, which is different from what the parties did in the authority cases. Again, I'd like to see more than one authority case in some of these paragraphs. Sometimes there just isn't going to be one. And then finally, we get to this little concluding paragraph that once again repeats those factors. Oops, scrolling all over the place. Repeats those factors or categories that the writer has divided the application into. What color did we have here before? Green. So restricting supervised access. Anyway, green, pink. You know what? It's out of order here. It should be in the same order as the application and as the original paragraph, because again, that'll help the reader to see the similarity. Okay, so now what you're going to do is look at that exercise that you have, again, doing only exercise 1, and you're going to go through and label all of the places that you see that the writer has categorized, including even, one thing I forgot to mention is look for keywords that indicate that category. So, for instance, if we were to go back to this first paragraph that's in yellow, that she explained that it was a trade secret. So, again, we have said is another version of explain, confidential and proprietary. So that's like hearkening back to that topic sentence. Explained, proprietary and confidential, labeled, proprietary and confidential. So look for the ways you see that topic echoed throughout the paragraph and how substantively the writer has stayed on one topic in the paragraph. All right, I look forward to seeing you Monday. Bye-bye.